Monuments. They're one of the best ways to honor and remember the people who have made a huge impact on our world. But why have the monuments to remember these people so boring and bland? The monument I have created is colorful, unique, and interactive with the public. The early presidents that will be included in the monument are Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, and James Monroe. All were fantastic presidents who truly shaped our nation for what it is today.
Now you might be wondering why only 3 early presidents were chosen when there are 5. George Washington was selected first because of all he has done for our country.
Washington stopped the Whiskey Rebellion by leading 13,000 militia to stop the rebels. Although some may say his actions were harsh, he was just trying to protect our young nation from falling apart. Washington, during his 2 terms, created a foreign policy of neutrality. This protected America from other strong nations because it left us out of any disputes or disagreements. Lastly, he gave a farewell address that gave us advice about party loyalties and America's future.
Next up is Thomas Jefferson.
During his presidency, Jefferson was determined to make the government more democratic. He wanted everyone to have the same rights.
Jefferson was a kind, nonviolent man, which was a great example for the people of America. When he entered office, Federalists feared that he would punish them for the Alien and Sedition Acts, but being the man he didn't punish them. Instead, he simply let the acts expire and let most Federalists keep their jobs.
The biggest thing Jefferson did during his presidency was purchase the Louisiana Territory.
With this territory purchase, the USA became much larger, bringing us to a new chapter in our country's history. The last president is James Monroe. Like Jefferson, he increased our nation's size once again.
Monroe purchased what is now Florida for $5 million.
Monroe had to resolve many foreign issues. He had to handle former European countries gaining independence, decisions about America's neutrality, and Latin American trade.
The thing he is most remembered for is the Monroe Doctrine.
It stated that Spain must leave Latin America alone and let them be independent. If Latin America was defeated, we would lose trade with them. Monroe was yet another example of a strong leader changing America for the better, one step at a time. Wait, though, there are 2 more early presidents. They, though, will not be included in the monument for the following reasons. James Madison was our 4th president. He did little for our country that was positive, and a lot that was negative.
Madison led the U.S. into the pointless War of 1812. Nothing was resolved from the war and lives were wasted.
Madison also left yet another negative effect on our country as he wrapped up his time in office.
During his presidency, the economy was greatly weakened, leaving the United States in a bad spot.
The other early president that will not be included in this monument is John Adams. Even though Adams was the 2nd president, he was not at all like Washington.
When Adams first came to office, he tried to work closely with Jefferson, but found that party violence made such efforts useless and stopped trying. So already, Adams didn't set the example to America of a positive, strong role model. He also created the Alien and Sedition Acts, which were unfair and unconstitutional. These laws were unfair to the American people because in America, fairness, justice, and liberty is what we stand for.
Now that you know who will be included in the monument and why, let's get into the details of the monument itself. It will be 2 feet thick, 30 feet long, and 6 feet tall. It will be implanted into the ground and stand up straight. As you can see, it is a rectangular shape, and it has the United States on it with the state's name in colorful letters. On the back of it will be the United States flag. Now for the interactive part of the monument. The monument is kid-friendly and great for families. The buttons at the bottom have the names of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and James Monroe above them. Whichever one you click, it will tell you about the president. The face will also be below their name and the button. This monument is unique and teaches kids and adults about our great leaders.
This one-of-a-kind monument is fun, interactive, and colorful. If you want a monument different from the rest, this is the one to go with. Every president of the United States has made an impact on our nation, some positive, some negative. Let us honor the strong, nation-shaping, positive impact leaders with this monument. Credits go to Nativity Scene People, Nativity Scene Animals, Christmas tree ornaments, and my brother's toy soldiers.